Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Claremont in Florida. I had to think where I was. I've just finished having dinner tonight. Where am I? Texas Roadhouse. Been an awesome day, and I'm sorry I am late. Like I said, I just finished dinner. Today we had a really good day. Went out for our walk. We did a 2-mile walk today, plus a play in the dog park. The humidity was getting up. Zeffie got back and went in the RV. She was basically out cold for the rest of the day. Then my dear friends Brett and Tony came over to drop off Tony's car that I'm able to use. So this is where I'm sitting in Tony's car right now, so that I could use it while I'm here in the Claremont, Orlando area, which is very generous of him. So thank you so much, Tony. And they invited me out for dinner tonight. So we've just finished dinner at the Texas Roadhouse, which is about 15 minutes from the campground. The campground I'm at is the Clearbrook Golf and RV Resort. It's massive. It's huge. Very easy to walk 2 miles. So this morning, and if you haven't checked out my Facebook page from this morning, go check it out. They had some sandhill cranes walking around making this really weird noise. So I actually managed to capture it on video. Zeffie just like froze. She just stood there, ears pointed, and she just stood there watching these things stroll up and down, making this weird noise. And I'd heard the noise earlier on this morning and did not know what it was. So it wasn't until I got out here and I heard these birds making this noise that I saw them. And I actually there was another couple there that were trying to get video of it as well. And I asked them if they knew what type of birds they were, because I had no clue. And they said, oh, they're sandhill cranes. And they get them up in, where were they from? I think Montana. I think they were Montana. So it was interesting. So got the walk done this morning. Great walk around the place again, over to the dog park so Zeffie could race around. She was dismantling pine cones again today, picked up a couple of branches, and they were walking back at one point, and she stops and I look down. She's got this branch which is about 3 times the length of her, and she drags it like about a foot and drops it because she figured she just wasn't going to be able to carry it. But yeah, it was good. And then Brett came over with Bertha, who's the car. Bertha's the car that I am using this week. And then Tony came over and picked him up, and then we met them for dinner. And so it's been a really, really good day. Got some really good coaching, mentoring in with my mentor today. So I got to spend some time with my mentor today, working out some different direction on things, where things are going to go. Working on some challenges and stuff as well. So that was a really productive call. It didn't kind of start that one. It's like I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh jeepers, it's going to be one of those ones where I have no answer for anything. But the more we talked, things started becoming a little clearer and things as well. So that was kind of cool. So the plan for tomorrow is I have an accountability call tomorrow, and then I'm going over to Tony and Brett's tomorrow night for dinner. And we're going to have a chance to reminisce. They had their cousin Tina with them tonight, so I got to meet one of Tony's cousins, and we had a riot at dinner tonight. It was a lot of fun, and it turned out to be kids' night here at Texas Roadhouse. They had an alligator walking around. They had some woman with some weird balloon thing on her head. And she was walking around doing balloon animals and stuff for the kids. The alligator thing that was something else. But the really cool part is I finally got to have a decently cooked steak. I had a sirloin and I had it medium rare. It was cooked to perfection. It was beautifully done. It was nice. It was juicy. It was my steak cravings being cleared for a little bit. It was awesome. I had some sauteed mushrooms on top of it, which made it even better. But the company was it was really, really good to have that steak, because I haven't had a decently cooked steak in a while. This is basically, unless somebody cooks it for me, I don't get a decently cooked steak, because this one does not know how to cook steak. I can cook just about anything else, but that's baking. I don't know how to bake bread. I end up with my crust. Turns out really hard, that if it's a bread roll, it will literally bounce across the wall and you can use it as a soccer ball. I kid you not. That's how bad my baking is when it comes to bread. Brad and I at one point we were going to take a bread baking class, but we never got to do that together. But as far as steaks go, that is one thing I do not know how to cook. I know how to do it. I can just never perfect it, or get it anywhere close to what he could do on the grill. And of course I have no idea how to operate a grill. And I don't have one in my RV, so But yeah, so it was good to have a really good steak tonight, but what was even better was the company. So spending time with Tony and Brett and getting to know Tina as well, we just had a blast. It was really good because I haven't seen Tony and Brett in like 5 or 6 years, I think it is. But Brett and I actually met them. The first time we met Tony and Brett, we were on board Norwegian Star in September 2009 doing our very first cruise. We bought our Cruise Planners franchise August of the previous year, so we've been selling cruises for 13 months, never having been on a cruise ship. And we met Tony and Brett on that cruise in September 2009 doing the Inside Passage of Alaska. It was an amazing cruise. They are amazing guys, love them dearly. So yeah, I get to spend more time with them this week as well. So looking forward to that. Tomorrow, spending dinner with them. We'll do some more catching up and that sort of stuff too. So that's it from me. I'm off back to the RV now. Got to figure out how to get there from here. At least it's just straight down the road. I just got to make sure I get on the right road. So they said, and Brett was incredible with directions. He says, take a right outside of the RV resort. And he says, and you're going to keep going down. You're going to go down a hill. You're going to go up another one. You're going to go down another one. And he says, you're going to go underneath the 50. And then you're going to come up with, and he was giving me the names of the eating places in the order that they appeared. And he says, then you turn into this left-hand lane here. He said, at this point, get over to the left-hand lane. You get into the left-hand lane there. You turn left. And it's right there, it'll be there on your right. And he said, don't worry if you miss the left turn lane, go up to the traffic lights. They've got 2 left turn lanes there, just do U-turn and come back. And I'm like, got it. So now I've got to figure out as how to get out of here. I guess I just do the reverse of what I just did. It's like 5 miles, that's 5 miles? 5 miles back behind me, so here goes. And I'm driving in the dark. I can't tell you the last time I drove in the dark. This is going to be an experience. Because I'm in a vehicle I don't know very well, and I'm driving in the dark, which I haven't done since I don't remember when. And it's this is the other weird thing too, is I'm sitting in a car, and at the campground there's a lot of the big pickup trucks that they use to pull the fifth wheels, and there's all these older people driving them, which looks really out of whack, because usually it's sort of like a young person to middle-aged person. You don't expect to see people's in their 60s, 70s, and 80s drive, well, maybe the 60s, but in their 70s and 80s driving these big pickup trucks around. And I'm driving, trying to get out of the campground, and my eye level is at their door level. And I'm so like, this is so weird, because I'm so used to being up above them, and now I'm down below them. So it's going to be an interesting drive back. So anyway, I'm out of here for today. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and make tomorrow super fantastic and sparkling too. Hek konera.